What's up, everyone? So in this video I'm going to be talking about my back injury, how it happened, and what I'm doing about it now. So last year I was, I was doing a lot of conjugate training. I first started doing, more or less a West Side style of training. So I was experimenting a lot with exercises that I had not really done before, like barbell rows. I had never ever done barbell rows, really, like, ever. But I wanted to see how it would affect my vertical pulling if I implemented some horizontal pulling like a barbell row. So I did it on an upper body session, which is just fucking stupid. And I ended up hurting my back because I went just a bit too heavy, I assume. And I just kind of got out of position. And I remember during the set, I was like, something feels a little weird, but whatever. I just kept doing it. And then when I set the bar down and I stood up, I was like, fuck, I think something happened. And I don't know if I did another set after that, but I wouldn't, I'd believe it. Anyways, so after that, my back was hurting for a few days. I couldn't really round over, but I gave it a few days rest. It started to kind of feel better. I was moving it a lot, and then max effort lower body day came, and I tried maxing out and tweaked my lower back again. So I let it rest for a while. I was moving it, doing stretches and shit. I guess it eventually, I don't know if it got better. It got to the point where I could kind of just exist without pain and do some lower body training without pain, till I eventually tweaked my back again. So I was like, what the fuck? This is really annoying. So, again, at the time, I was really into West Side specifically. Like, I still do conjugate training because I fucking love it. It's my favorite, so, as of now. But I was really into Louis Simmons and all his shit, so I made a reverse hyper setup with my couch, some ankle weights, and a weight vest. And it pretty much, like, I've only used a reverse hyper machine, like a real one time. And what I was able to do with my couch felt pretty fucking close. Like, I was able to get a lot of blood flow to my lower back, decent range of motion. And that was working for a while. I was just doing a fuck ton of reverse hypers. I would do some, mostly after my training or on like a separate day that's not when I'm doing lower body stuff, and it would make my back feel really good. But sometimes it would just I would just tweak my lower back. I would always tweak my lower back, either doing barbell rows. Well, actually, I guess I never tweaked my lower back doing barbell rows ever after the first time, because I've been pretty careful. But it's always been doing a deadlift. It's always been doing a deadlift off the floor. As soon as I start to lift off the floor, if I round my back, I just hear the snap, snap, pop, 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 snap. So that's when I tweak my back, typically. This motherfucker is riding my fucking ass. Fuck this guy in the white truck behind me. Anyways, so yeah, the reverse hypers were helping kind of mitigate my pain for moments, but they never really helped make anything better. So I'm a longtime follower of Johnny Candido. I've watched his videos for the better half of a decade. And he recently came out with his how he overcame his back injury video, and I watched it, and you know, the two people that he mentioned was Chris Duffin and Stuart McGill. So Stuart, I bought his book, not Back Mechanic, I do want that one, but specifically The Gift of Injury with Brian Carroll. I've been reading up on that. I've been reading and watching a lot of videos of Stuart's stuff, and I've started implementing the big three, and working on my core stiffness. And I just feel that the years of stretching and circus training that I've been doing has just kind of like loosened my back up to the point where it is only a hindrance to my lifting. So I've had to start working on, or I've taken my focus to, again, you know, stiffening up my back so that I can stay safer in, well, like when I'm lifting. And I've pretty much stopped doing any rounded back exercises, which I used to do a lot of, like reverse hypers, back extensions, rounded good mornings. So everything I do is pretty much with a straight back now. But the thing is, I still feel a little bit of lower back discomfort at times, like usually after like sitting in the car for a while, you know, after driving around places at work. So what I've decided to do is just take a month off of weightlifting. So I'm not going to be doing any heavy squats or deadlifts for at least a month. But what I am going to be doing is a rehabilitation program based on the gift of injury. So I'm going to be walking on a daily basis, either once in the morning or once at night. And once in the morning and once at night, I'm going to be doing a few sets of the big three to help stiffen up my trunk. For my training, I'm not going to be doing any heavy weightlifting. Like, I'm not going to be doing any kind of bending over or whatever, because that is what facilitates pain for me, or discomfort. I don't really get pain, but discomfort. The only things I'm going to be doing for training my lower body are some barbell hack squats and some Nordic curls, just to kind of keep strengthening what I can without putting pressure on my back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I went for my first walk this morning, and then I did some big three work immediately after. Also, once a week, I'm going to be trying to PR on a core stiffening exercise, like stirring the pot or side planks, or you know, some ab wheel rollouts, like variations of those. Just stuff to help strengthen my stomach and to help keep it in the same position, to kind of work on my strength endurance in my stomach, my core. I really hate the word core, but I don't know what other word to use to describe it. I guess trunk. Anyways, so that's what I'm going to be doing for my lower back, and we're going to see how it goes. Wish me luck, y'all.